Hey everyone, my name is Riley, and this video is a complete guide on how to create an email campaign with Mailchimp. I will show you everything from how to access the email area, how the Mailchimp email builder works, and then everything else that you need to know in order to create a beautiful and professional Mailchimp email. If you do not yet have a Mailchimp account, all I ask is that when you sign up to Mailchimp, you do so using the top link in the description. That is an affiliate link, and using that link will come at no extra cost to you. It just gives me a small kickback on every sale to allow me to continue making awesome content like this. But either way, we are right here on Mailchimp, and let's go in and discuss how we can actually create an email using this software. So all we have to do once we are here on Mailchimp is go up to this top left corner and click on this create button right here. The create button is then going to take us over to this area where we have the option between regular email, automation, and then landing page. Now, as this video is on how to create an email, we want to go for regular email right here, and it's going to take us over to this page. So the first thing that we are going to do is title this email. So the title is your subscribers are not going to be able to see this. This is just for you to be able to tell between different emails when you have created a few emails. And let's title this coffee welcome email, as the email that I'm going to create here is about coffee, welcoming people to my coffee company. So we can enter the name in right there. Then right here, we can choose which subscribers we want to send this to. And by default, your email list will be selected. And then right here, we want to go down, and this is where we can create a subject line for this email. So we just click into add subject, and in here, we can create a subject for this email. So I'm going to say welcome to GeForce Coffee, just like this. And that is the subject for my email. We can then create preview text. So this is what appears just below the subject line. And in here, I'm just going to put the best coffee in the world. And that's going to be my preview text right there. So once you have created your subject and your preview text, we can click on save. And right here for the send time, we will actually add this later. But for now, we want to go into the main content, and we actually want to start creating this email. So we can click on design email, and this is going to take us over to the template area. So these templates right here at the top, these are some more basic templates, and you can even start from scratch on a completely blank slate. However, what I would recommend doing is going down to one of these templates right here. And in here, we can find some really awesome templates that we can use. So we basically have templates that fit any kind of company. We have this one that's like a cyclist company. We have this one for coffee. We have this one, which is for like yoga. And when looking at these templates, what I would say is don't actually look at what the template is for. So with this one right here, this is clearly about like dogs or something to do with like a dog company. But don't think about this as you need to have a dog company to use this template. Just look at the template in terms of design, see which one you like the best, and then we can use that to actually create your email, because all of this is completely editable. So although this email has nothing to do with coffee, it looks more to do with like fitness and athletics. This is the one that I'm going to use because I really like the design of this. So once you have found the template that you would like to use, just click on apply. And then we are going to be taken over here to the main email editor. The Mailchimp editor is a drag and drop editor, which means that basically all we have to do to customize this email is drag certain sections in, and anything that we want to change, we can just click and type to do this. So let's start out with the top right here. We have a logo in the top left corner. So all we have to do is click on this. And then over on the left-hand side, we have this option to replace a logo. So let's click replace logo. Then we can upload our own logo and then put the logo in right there. This is now uploading. And just like that, we can now place the logo in right here. Perfect. To make this bigger or smaller, we can use this button at the bottom to basically drag this bigger and smaller. And we can also change a few things on this right-hand side. So let's say I want to align this let's leave it in the center. Then we can also change this image right here by simply clicking. We can then replace the image. And then we can use this image right here as this is a coffee company. So as you can see, this image is going to load in. And perfect. This looks a lot better already. Now, another thing that I should mention is if we back out of this area just by clicking off one of these elements, we can drag any of these elements into the email to essentially add this where we want it to. For example, if we want to add a button into the email, we just go to the button on this left-hand side, and then we can drag this wherever we want to within that email. So as an example, if I want to add the button right here, I just drop this in, and then I can make all of the changes that I want to make to this button over here on the left-hand side. So I want to link this to somewhere. Let's say we want to link this to our coffee website. All I would do is go here, paste in the link that I want to link this to, and then whenever somebody clicks on this button, they will be taken over to that link. We can change the button text by clicking on the text in the button right here, and we can say like shop now, and that's going to change right there. And then we have a few other options here for how we want this button to look, the shape, the size of the button. We can choose right here, the border, the colors, and all of that good stuff. Then we can go down, and here is where we can change the text. So to change text, we just click in, and then we can type whatever we want to in here. So I'm going to say, welcome to GeForce Coffee. And then we will say, the best coffee in the world. Just like that. Perfect, just like that. And you can see this email is really starting to come along already. One thing I will mention about text though is usually with like buttons and images, we make all of the changes and everything that we want to on this left-hand side. However, with text, we do this along the top. So if I want to change the text color, we can do that right here. For example, welcome to GeForce Coffee. I can highlight this, go up to the text color right here, and maybe I want to change this to blue, just like that. We can also do a few other things like bold, we can italicize the text, and we can underline the text. We can also choose the font right here, so we can switch this between any font that we want to. And if you do want to go back, if you've made a change and you realize it was a mistake, we can click on this undo button at the top of the screen right here. As you can see, I can undo and undo all of those changes. So that looks awesome. I actually want to change this to maybe like a brown kind of coffee color, maybe something like this. Then we can go down. We have more text right here that we can change. So we can add that in right there. We also have another button. Let me actually go up here and make this like the pill shape once again. Then we can do the same for this one. We can go in here and say shop now. Then we can add the link once again. We can change colors, all of that good stuff. The images, we just click in. And as you already know, we can go over here and replace these with different images. And at the bottom, we have social media. So with social media, we can see all of these social icons on this left-hand side. If we want to delete any of these, we just click on this trash can icon and that will be deleted. And we can also add other social links, click into this, and then choose which social link we want to add. We can add like Spotify and that's going to show up. And then all we would do is go in here and add the URL of the specific pages that we want to take people to. We can also play around with the style of these icons right here, the size, everything like that. And then finally, we will just go in here and do the exact same thing where we can just browse images and add our logo in here. And then the final thing that I will show you is how can we actually change the background of this email? So like the background color. The way that we do this is we click into sections instead of elements. So you can see this logo is an element, this image is an element, the button is an element. But if I click the background behind it, this entire section, I can then go into the color and I can choose the color of this. So let's say I want to make this like an off yellow color. I can have that. Then I go down to this next section, background, next section, background, yellow, oh, oopsie, yellow, this, background, yellow, and then so on and so forth. We just go down the entire way and make this whole thing yellow. Now, once we have actually finished and created the email, we can then click on save and exit. And this is going to take us back out to the screen we were just on before, where we created the title, we created the subject, everything like that. The final thing that we have to do is select the time that we want to send this email. So we can go send time, and we can choose to send this now and send this email immediately. Or we can also choose to schedule a time. So let's say that I don't want to send this today. I want to send this in 2 weeks. We can select this. Then we can select send at a specific time. and we can choose the time that we want to send this. So I'm going to send this at 8 p.m. on the 20th of June. So we can select that right there and click on save. And now this email is fully created. We have the title, we have who this is going to, we have the email this is coming from, the subject, the actual email, and the time. So all we now have to do is click on schedule up here, confirm scheduling email, and that is how you can create an email on Mailchimp. So that is my Mailchimp email tutorial. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.